Hey, this is Naveet from CreativeMinds. Today let's talk about how to set up your business directory index using the CreativeMinds Business Directory Pro plugin. You have a number of customization options with this plugin, so let's go over how to set this up. Head over to your admin panel, down to the Business Directory Pro plugin and over to Settings. Under Settings, go over to the Business Directory tab, and here you'll find most of the fields that you can use to customize your index. Right here at the top, you'll see the Business Index Page ID. This is the ID number of the page that you have entered the shortcode that is listed over there on the right-hand column. And of course, this can be edited to fit wherever you would like it to within your website. Right below that, you can set the order in which the businesses will be displayed. This can be done by the business name, by the date it was added, by the last date it was modified, and by the menu order itself. Next up is whether or not the index will be displayed in ascending or descending order. So if you have set it to business name, then this will decide whether the index will begin with Z or with A. Next, you can customize how many businesses you would like to display per page. If you would like to turn off pagination, meaning you would like all businesses to be displayed on the same page, you can enter -1. And just below, you can choose whether you would like the arrows to navigate between the different pages of results to display on the top or the bottom or both of the index page. You can choose whether or not the number of businesses that are found will be displayed, and whether or not the number of items to be displayed can be controlled by the user. This will appear as a drop-down menu on the index page. Next, you can choose whether when a user clicks on a business, whether that business page or website opens in the same window or in a new tab. And similarly, just two below, whether or not to link a business web page instead of a business page. So this will directly link to a business's website that is listed in the directory. In between those, you can choose whether the business pitch or tagline will be included in the image title. And do note that this option is only available with the business directory and tile view options, which we will be going over in just a minute. And down there at the bottom of this section, you can choose whether or not to only show items on search, as in your directory will appear blank unless a user enters a search term. Finally, you can choose whether or not to display businesses on a map using our CreativeMinds Google Maps location plugin. This plugin comes with your business directory, but you will need to set it up separately and input a Google Maps API key. And finally, down at the bottom of the business directory settings, you can see different options for your filters. These will affect how your users can search the business directory. First and foremost, you can choose whether or not to show a search field and make your business directory searchable at all. Below that, whether or not you would like to be able to search within proximity to a certain zip code or city. And below that, whether or not categories, subcategories, custom taxonomy, and tags will be displayed in the index page. This will give users different options to sort and filter the business directory results by. And then finally, how will your taxonomy be displayed as a drop-down menu or simply as tags? So let's go over our business directory appearance. We're going to hop over to the directory appearance tab, and here you can choose your 4 different options for the index view setting. And we're going to go through each one of these and just demonstrate what they look like on the front end. So first, we're going to start with the business directory view. And this is just a clean list design showing our business descriptions and icons with the search and filter functions up there, of course, on the top. Next, we have the tile view, which is more of a grid display. And the new view, which is very similar to the tile view, but with some slight differences in appearance to the search bar and filters at the top. And finally, the list view, just a clean and simple list structure without any graphics or icons. Once we have selected which view type we would like to use for our directory, we can choose whether or not to display ratings, business description, and categories for each of the businesses. We can customize the tile view settings, and of course this will only apply to the 2 view styles that use tiles, which is the new view and the tile view. So here we can change how many businesses will display in a row and the padding between the different images or icons. And then we can choose whether or not to display a business title below each of the graphics and to put a border around each one of the business tiles. And then you can choose whether or not to display a show more details button. And last, you have a few settings. If you have selected the list view, You can choose whether or not to separate each business with a line, whether or not to display the ratings of the businesses, and also whether or not to display the business pitch. So that's all that I have for you today. I hope that you feel prepared to set up your business directory index. For more information about this plugin or other products, please feel free to visit our website at www.cminds.com. Thank you and have a great day.